What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. If things look a little different, it's because I'm recording on my phone. But today I need to take a package and drop it off at a UPS drop box. So I figured, why not take the Civic and get a little bit of driving content, do some pulls for you guys. It is wet and it is like 32 degrees, so we'll see if we can keep it on the road, hopefully. But let's go see if we can get a cold start on the Civic here, because it is very cold, and I do have the battery on a charger right now, which I've only had on there for the last like 10 minutes. So let's see if we can get like a very, very cold start here, but I may have to jump it. Well, that surprisingly started up insanely fast. Why is that so loud? Keep that eye-doing head unit there. You need one of those for any of your cars. They're amazing. Side note, I think I have a squirrel friend in here. And they're just apparently storing all their nuts just right in my engine bay.
Ha! Got him!
All right, I got the camera, so maybe we'll take a thumbnail and just a couple pictures with it. But I'm gonna throw you guys up on the GoPro inside the car, and let me know if you like that view. All right? And hopefully this isn't too obnoxiously loud for you. It just sounds so good. Well, the turbo at least. All the other clunking doesn't sound very good, but oh well. So I think the next thing that I really want to do to this thing is, one, I need to get an AEM wideband gauge. Right now I have this glow shift gauge and it has not worked since I got it. I mean, it reads weird. Like right now it's reading a 10.0, which is extremely rich. And maybe it is that rich, but when I like do certain things, sometimes it'll go all the way lean and it's just not consistent with how it reads. See, like I'm flooring it and it's just kind of going every which way. So I think there's something wrong with the gauge. I sent it back to Glow Shift and they said that it's fine, everything checks out. And then they sent it back and it still didn't work right for me. So I don't quite understand what it would be. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get an AEM gauge, just because I know AEM gauges are good, and that's what I have in the Subaru, and I mean that's what everybody runs. So I'm just gonna go ahead, get an AEM gauge, see if it works, and then we'll see what happens after that. I really need to figure out what all that clunking is back there. don't know, this is my 97 Honda Civic EX Coupe D16 Y7. I put a Y8 intake manifold on it and slapped on an eBay turbo. Not an eBay turbo kit, I pieced it together myself. It is pretty much all eBay and Amazon parts, but yeah, we just slapped it on there. OEM ECU, so no tune, which is the big thing about this build that I'm doing. And we're running an FMU, a fuel management unit. Very old school way of doing things. I'm only running 10 pounds of boost, and well, actually it's technically like 7 pounds, and I have, that's what I'm reading, and I have a 5-pound wastegate spring inside the wastegate. So we're running just we're controlling it only by the wastegate, and so far so good, you know. I obviously would not at all recommend doing this, one, on a daily driver. It just kind of sketches me out, and two, if you're running anything more than like the 5 to 10 pounds of boost, even 10 pounds of boost, I would highly consider doing it the right way, getting an ECU, a tunable ECU, like a P28 with Honda, or getting like a Haltech standalone unit would be very ideal, just because that's the newest and best way in my opinion. So anyway, I would not recommend doing what I'm doing on something something that you really rely on as for transportation, you know. It's just, you need a tune. Like if you're changing the fuel or the airflow of your car, you really need a tune to make sure that everything is doing what it needs to do. was trying to do a brake boost and I hit the boost limit and it just fell on its face.